till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 gifts in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Here we go. Go, Lee, go.
Running right, this is Evans. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Evans. Evans, fast footwork. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Blues are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Blues will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards on the ground. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Evans running behind center. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go with the keeper.
I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that could be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Blues continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
On the
They'll
ready.
take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And now the rookie's free. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Blues are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ballard. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And he is caught. And outbounds right around the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Third and 2.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 231 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Evans. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Blues are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On second down, it's Ballard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Caught on the right side, Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here's Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Blues 42, Packers nothing.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish. There he goes, left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll run here with Evans. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
At the 7-yard line.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Evans. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Jackson. A complete once again to Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson going to run. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Packers are able to at least get one score back. Fairbairn good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Ready.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Lucas Van Ness.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not met. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now Jackson. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42. Packers 14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Evans.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
65 catch, 65 catch, go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Blues 42, Packers 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Come on, set!
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.